Hi, welcome to my latest update. Sorry it's been, I think, a week since I last posted, but I've been really busy. I've been off to a conference at my old school and was asked to talk, which was great, very nerve-wracking, but great on Wednesday. I also picked up my new cot. I found a Stoker Sleepy cot and I got it on a website called Gumtree, and it was an absolute bargain in mint condition, so I'm delighted with that rather than paying the whopping £575 retail price. And I've also received my new Bugaboo. It's not brand new. I did buy that secondhand as well off eBay, but my husband picked it up on the way back from work on Friday. I haven't had a chance really to put it together yet, which I'm going to do later today, and I shall take some pictures to share with you. But it looks in really, really good condition, and I'm really pleased with it. It's very neutral. It's sand and black because obviously we have no idea what baby is, but we shall see, and I think at least people won't come up and go, oh, it's a boy, when it's a girl, hopefully. But I think that's always going to happen. So today I wanted to share with you a couple of things, 2 tricks, one's clothing and one for when you get the stinking colds and you cannot take anything. And I also wanted to share with you some of the fears that I go through and I know that others go through when you get a twinge. So I'm going to start with that. I have had lots of twinges, and what madly goes through my mind, especially when I get one higher up, and normally when I've stretched too far or I move in a funny position above my belly button, it feels like, I think, a piece of string that's being pulled and it cannot pull because it has no elasticity in it. And it sort of twangs and it's quite painful, and then it aches afterwards, and my initial thought is, oh, the placenta's come away, or the umbilical cord has snapped, and I panic. And it's happened probably 4 or 5 times now, maybe a week between them, and everything at the moment is still going okay. So I think it's just the matter that my muscles are tight and my body is just obviously trying to stretch to expand and hold the baby. You also get, and I think it's quite common, what they call round ligament pains, which is the pain down beneath your tummy and sort of below your uterus, and that's the body stretching. And I know lots of people get very painful pains there. I get more aches, I think, than pains there, but it's a dull ache, not like cramping. I think if you get cramping, then, and if it's really painful cramping like period cramps, then you should call your midwife or your doctor and have a chat to them. But I think like the dull ache is pretty common from everyone I've spoken to, and it's the general movement and stretching of muscles in an area. But it's scary, especially if you've been through losses. You suddenly panic, oh, I'm losing it again, or what's this, what's that? And I just want to reassure you guys that I think everybody goes through it. Those that lost probably don't panic quite as much as those that do, but I think it's just a natural way of our body adapting, and whilst it should be really reassuring, to some of us it's quite terrifying. So keep going, don't worry about it unless obviously it's really bad, and just seek some advice if you're worried. Do not Google. Google will tell you you are dying, so do not Google. My friend Googled something and it told her she had internal bleeding, and she was absolutely fine. She was not dying, but yeah, just seek some advice or have a chat to a friend, or message me on Facebook or through my blog, no problem at all, or on here, make a note and I'll come back to you with any thoughts that I have too. I've also found that I think my bump has moved up a bit, so my kicking is a bit different. I think I felt more kicking before, and now I feel more twisting and turning, although this week I can now see the kicks. Not every time, only if he's kicking right on, or she is kicking right on the outside, and there's a little wobble, which is very, very exciting. And I stand and lay in my bed staring at my stomach, which is quite sad really, but I think any other pregnant woman knows that when you can see the movement from the outside as well as feel it, it's an exciting moment, and you just want to see it all of the time because it's very reassuring. So on to 2 products really that so far have stood out for me. One is to save me from lack of sleep during colds. I've had 2 colds during this pregnancy and you cannot take anything. Well, I think you can probably take paracetamol and the odd thing, but having had the losses, I'm kind of a bit neurotic about taking anything. Although they weren't caused by taking any pills or anything, I think it just worries me, and I'd never forgive myself thinking that that had caused it if anything happened. So I have, dun dun dun, Vicks Vapor Rub. And this is like, most of you have seen it. It stinks, but it's really strong and good for clearing your sinuses. Now what I do with it, if it's really, really bad, I put some moisturiser above my lip, then I put a little bit on my lip, and then it does help clear my nose. But mainly what I do is I put it on a handkerchief or a tissue on my bedside table, and I leave it there. I don't tend to use it during the day. It's mainly at night because, of course, when you lay down, everything gets blocked up more. And it was a lifesaver in December for me when I literally didn't sleep for, I think, 4 days because I was just so exhausted. And I used some of this and, oh, first night's sleep, just heaven. So I would recommend this. I checked it with my midwife and she said it's absolutely fine. There's lots of contradictory information on the internet with Olbas oil and things, and I know Olbas oil is great, but some say it's fine, some say it's not. I think a lot of the issue is products haven't been tested, so we don't know if they're okay or not. And being neurotic as I am about this, I went for something that was told is fine, and most of my friends have used in their pregnancies. So if you're struggling, not being able to breathe, try some vapor rub. They also say you can put it in hot water and then put a towel over your head and inhale it. That's supposed to be a really good way of clearing your sinuses as well. So the other thing I'm going to show to you is a piece of clothing. I have one pair on me now, and these are actually yoga pants by a company called Charlie, and they are so comfortable. They are a gorgeous soft jersey material. These are the black pair, and I have like a navy pair on, and you cut them to length, so they all come quite long, and then you just cut them round to whatever length you are. If you've got short legs like me, it's quite a way, or you can leave them long, whichever you fancy. They're great mops for the floor, to be fair, if you leave them long, but they don't fray, so you don't have to worry about taking anything up, and just cut them and they fit. They have a flap over the top, so here, which you could stretch over your bump, which I did look at, but then they become see-through. So if you have stripy pants on, everybody can see. So really you need to have that down, but they are super stretchy. And this material just stretches wonderfully over growing bumps. You can pull them right up over your bump, you can sit them underneath, you can put them halfway up. They're just a dream to wear, and they expand with you. They're quite lightweight, so if it's really cold, they're not ideal, but they're great for around the house, and I actually, even in the temperatures in the UK at the moment, I wear them out. I just wear a long jumper with them and make sure the rest of my body's warm, and I tend to be fine, to be honest. I'll show you the brand. There is the brand, Charlie. I believe they are made in the UK. Charlie-london.com is their website. I couldn't actually find the yoga pants on their site. I had to go to another site to find them, and they were in the sale. And it's because I picked the first pair up in my local town and in the sale, and have lived in them really whilst my stomach's been expanding so far. So I would highly recommend them. I think they're pretty pricey if you buy them full price. I think these ones say £59, but I actually got them for £29 online with free delivery, and they're worth every penny of that £29. I don't know if you can get them in the US or elsewhere, but let me know and I can always have a search for you or send you details. More than happy to help out because, yeah, lifesaver, and you will love them. And I think they'll be really good for afterwards when you're breastfeeding and you just want to pull something on. You can pull these on, and you know, you can go to the shops in them. You can wear them flip-flops, or you can put them on Ugg boots, or anything really. So yeah, I think they're a definite lifesaver. So I hope you have enjoyed today's update. I'm going to try and update more and more and more now. But if you have any questions, please just leave a note on here or Facebook me or message me on my blog and I will come back to you. I hope you guys are all doing well and growing, or if you're trying, good luck, continue, you will get there, and we'll see you soon. Bye!